Good morning and welcome to Licata Live this Tuesday, March the 4th. And I'm coming to you from the McPherson household here in Lake of the Woods. And we have a lot of things going on, so I'm going to get straight into it because it's been a busy couple of months, but we've got a number of things coming up, a number of events that you should be interested in and may well want to attend. The first one I'm going to mention is coming up tomorrow. It's in right by the airport in Orange. It is a triad event. It's open to the public. It has a light lunch being served, and the Attorney General of Virginia is going to be attending the triad event, along with some of our own folks from Licata Group and the Orange County Chamber of Commerce, and they're giving credit to the volunteers that serve in Triad and do fantastic work with the elderly and other folks across Orange County. So attend that if you can. That would be great. Also tomorrow, our own local Lowlink group here in Lake of the Woods has a speaker, part of their speaker series, which they do every month. They have an event at the community center, and that's going to take place. I'm sorry, I'm having a little difficulty with technology at the moment, but here we go. And that's going to take place at the community center, and it is going to be a speech on palliative and hospice support. So always good to attend that. This Friday is another event coming up in just outside of Culpeper at the Packard Theatre. And if you've never been to the Packard Theatre, I thoroughly recommend it. I personally have not been. I've heard so many great stories about it though, and I'm looking forward to it one day. But it's the home of the Library of Congress's film vault, where they maintain and store and keep for posterity all of the old classic films that came out of Hollywood and other parts of the world. This Friday, they're having a 1957 movie being shown called A Face in the Crowd by Warner Brothers. And it's, as everyone tells me, it's a super place to go. I'm hoping to go someday, maybe see some Hitchcock movies or whatever in that setting. Then around the corner, we have, coming up in April, we've got tax date. Shouldn't really be talking about that, but that is coming up. And then straight after tax date, we have our Shred Days. So these are two events that we're having this year. One at the Licata Group's office here in Lake of the Woods, just at the next to the Food Lion in the parking lot. We'll be accepting donations at that event to go to the Fire and Rescue and a couple of other charities. And then there will also be a second event which will take place down in Orange at the high school, and that event will also support some charities in Orange itself. So those two Shred Days, stay tuned for the dates on those. They'll be coming up not too far distant future. Then in May, we will have from the 12th of May through the 16th of May, we will have our Licata Group Week of Giving. And we'll be reaching out and letting folks know what they can do to help give to, again, I believe we've got one of the food banks and another organization locally that we're going to be supporting with a full week of giving back to our community. Speaking of community, we just finished up a sellers seminar at Lake of the Woods Clubhouse, and it was very well attended. Haven't had the chance to do this for a couple of years because of the pandemic and so on, but we had a good turnout last Saturday, and we had some great guest speakers, home inspections, a mortgage company, and a company that handles estate sales, auctions, and so on, and that went very well. I'd just like to mention one of the last parts of that seminar that we talked about, and that's the section of a home sale when you're all excited, you've got your house ready, photographs look great, everything's on the market, and you get a contract and you're under contract. And this section that we talked about applies both to buyers and to sellers, because you're always thinking of what's next, what's the process going to happen over the next 30 days, maybe sometimes longer, maybe 60 days from the time you've got contract, legal contract, binding and ratified, to actually handing over the keys and getting your check. And we've got a great team in the Licata group, and two of our folks that were in attendance at the seminar are very key to this process. Daisy Harrison, in terms of getting the house ready and getting the listing prepared, making it look great to go on the market. But then also Katie Blocker, who handles all of our follow-up and keeps everything on track for us agents. And it's something that you only get with a team, because a single let's say a single serve agent that has to do all this work themselves, there's really a lot to it. But let me just run through a few of the things. Like, you get a contract accepted and you have a ratified contract, but what's the next thing? Well, you've got to distribute that contract to a whole bunch of parties, including the title companies, the lenders, the attorneys, brokerages, etc. Over the next 4 or 5 days, you've got to verify that the earnest money deposit's made and it's in the escrow account for the title company. You've got to verify that buyers have applied for their financing and also applied for property insurance, which is no small matter these days, and have that all done within 7 days of you getting a contract. Compliance with the Virginia Residential Property Disclosure Act. There probably will be a home inspection unless it's brand new construction, maybe a radon inspection too, and there's definitely going to be a wood destroying insect inspection. Sometimes outside of the lake, but around this area, we get into having a well testing, well inspection, water testing, septic inspections. Then there may be some repairs that need to be scheduled. The appraisal itself needs to be done to verify that the offer price for the house meets up with the lender's acceptance levels. A home warranty, something that the Licata Group is very good at offering more to our buyers, but also to sellers as well. And then coming up on the closing date, we've got the final walkthrough and closing appointments. So just a quick list of a lot of things that we do as a team to get you to the finishing line, which again, being a team and having that support allows us to really serve our clients better than a single agent. So that's pretty much it for me. The market is picking up. Although in Lake of the Woods, it's still pretty much a seller's market. There's only, let me see, there's only a total of 30 houses on the market right now. 24 are active and 6 are coming soon. And there's, out of that grouping of houses, there's only 2 waterfronts. So it's still very much a seller's market. But there is a general feeling that with mortgage rates having come down, getting into the low 6s, and people accepting the fact that this is going to be what we're looking at for the next year or two. People are getting on with their lives. People are deciding that, yeah, I've got to do this. I do need to move for family or for work or whatever. So I'm just going to have to accept this and move on with things. So we are seeing a bit of an uptick. We've seen some pretty good quick sales. Excuse me. In the last few weeks, a few houses have come on the market and gone under contract very quickly. But yeah, it's definitely beginning to feel like spring. And lastly, I'll finish with this. Should be a happy weekend for everybody that's listening and watching, because we move our clocks forwards on Saturday night, and everybody gets to sleep for 1 extra hour, or do whatever you need to do for 1 extra hour, an extra long shower perhaps, or that extra long walk at the gym or run. You get an extra hour this Saturday night, so don't forget to move your clocks forwards. So thanks, that's it from me, and we'll see you again next Tuesday. Take care.